Hello and welcome back, everyone. It is me, Rapture Arc. I have not done YouTube stuff in, I would like to say, probably at least 2 or 3 years. So we're getting back into it, and we're going to start out with some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is going to be like a more or less like background settings video, just showing like what settings I picked for my world and the character creation. I do have one that I already have created. I thought about making this little back settings video after the fact that I had already created the world, so you know, hindsight's 2020 and all that fun stuff. But I can go ahead and show you what mods we're going to be using. So first and foremost, obviously Dark Days Ahead. That's kind of standard. I have the default ones enabled: disable NPC needs, portal storms ignore NPCs, slow down fungal growth. I'm pretty new to the game. I've only played a little bit just to like dip my feet in and all that fun stuff. But I feel like from what videos I've seen, I don't know if this one actually really does anything anymore or like what's going on. But we keep it in just in the off chance that it actually like does slow down the fungal growth. And then after that, we've got some Magicalism. Because I do want to do like a wizard playthrough. I think that'd be really cool. Like an elven wizard. I have that character already set up. We'll go look at him in just a minute. And then we've got make bows great again on the off chance that we want a bow. I feel like bows are pretty strong, so I don't know how they are in the main vanilla game, but it seemed like if there's a mod that needs them to be great again, then maybe it's not such a bad idea. Mind over matter, so it's kind of along the same lines as Magicalism, except instead of using magic and mana, you use, I believe it's stamina, and then it's like psionic powers, which seemed to go pretty well with Magicalism, so I decided to do that. Dino mod, because why not? Sure, that sounded fun. Mythical martial arts, talking is hard. And then the extension for it, the Magicalism revamp and additions. I don't know what that does, but we are playing with Magicalism, so we might as well take the revamp and additions, right? And then just some fun stuff down here. Speedy Dex, so basically it just makes it so that you can walk faster based on your dexterity, like stat. Stats through kills, pretty self-explanatory. You get a kill, you get experience, and can get stat points. And then stats through skills, kind of the same thing, but as you level up skills, you get stat points. And then tameable wildlife. I don't know if we're actually going to get around to doing that at any point. We'll see if I can survive more than like 10 minutes in this game. This one is pretty hardcore survival, pretty difficult from what I've heard. And like I said, I've played for a little bit, and I've had a few rounds where I've spawned in, walked upstairs, and there were already like 3 zombies in my house, so I ran outside. And yeah, there was like zombie dogs, and it was great. I died basically immediately. So yeah, that was fun. I do have a preset character already, so we'll go ahead and load this in. I might want to make a few tweaks to it, but as far as I'm aware, it was pretty like elvish. I don't know, like there's a lot of traits in there that I felt like should be elvish, but weren't automatically included with the elvish background. So we can go ahead and... Alright, sorry about that. I had to reload a different version of this, just because it wasn't actually letting me move through. We can see some of the stuff that I've already gotten here. I'm actually going to change a little bit of it, I believe. But we can kind of see... I think I'm going to get rid of Vitakinetic. You know, let's just start from the beginning. Alright, so obviously we did survival. It does say that my person is like basically overpowered. I feel like elves kind of are, so I don't really care that much. I'm sure I'll get some backlash somewhere. Someone saying, "Your guy's way too powerful. This is ridiculous. Quit it." But we're doing the Wizard Apprentice. We're going to be the Academy Wizard Profession. In the background, we have like all the standard ones that just come with your like stuff, like these 6 here do. I did take Archery Beginner. I think I'll get rid of that one. Even though I feel like elves would technically kind of just to have that. I'm going to get rid of Vitakinetic too. But we are an elf, which you can find in the background here. You get a whole bunch of background traits as shown over here. Some of these are very beneficial. Some of these, like weak stomach and junk food intolerance, like they're kind of crappy. The picky eater. Elves are a little bit more refined than humans in this game, which is fine. But like I said, like the junk food intolerance and the weak stomach stuff and picky eater, those make it a little bit hard. Elven hearing is really good, except for when you're trying to sleep, I found out, because everything will just wake you up, and it can be something like 3 blocks down the road. It's kind of annoying, but we'll get that figured out pretty quick. And then just newly awakened teleporter, just because that seemed fun. For stats, I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to leave these as is, just because I feel like our guy is a wizard, so intelligence is pretty important, but also, like, he's an elf, so I feel like elves are pretty dexterous and perceptive. Maybe not as strong, which maybe also isn't really true, because I feel like elves are usually way stronger than humans are, but gotta sort of maybe kind of balance. There's a bunch of stuff that comes stock with the elven background, like animal kinship, disease immune, obviously the elven stuff. I took fast reader because we're a wizard, like wizards do studying, seemed to be pretty standard for our character here. Fast reflexes, again, elven, they are pretty dexterous for what I am to understand, so I think that, I don't know if that one's standard with elves, but I took it anyway. Firstborn, fleet-footed are... I did take lesser mana regeneration. We might not take that one, even though I really would like to have it. Light step, I believe, is elvish. Natural stride, like, yep, that's elvish stuff. Yeah, so a lot of elvish stuff in here. I took good memory. Seemed like it would be helpful, and also, again, wizard, they probably have pretty good memory, right? Skills, I left all this just as is, so it's not super crazy, but yeah, so this is our guy, and that'll be it for this episode. I'm gonna probably end up cutting out a lot of this just because the ums and ahs, but I'm getting back into streaming. Just give me, or not streaming, sorry, recording. Just give me a minute, I'm getting back into the flow. The real fun thing is going to be trying to figure out the the actual video editing part. But anyway, yeah, I thank you guys for watching this one. If you did, again, this probably isn't for everyone, so that's why I'm going to make this like an episode 0 type thing, just so you guys can see, like, hey, this is the backgrounds and all the skills and whatnot that we took. I appreciate you guys watching it so much. I'm going to get loaded into the world, and that'll be the start of the next episode. So I will see you guys later. Bye!